After 5 years of waiting with delayed productions, the first all-electric semi-truck is finally here, and we couldn't be more excited. If everything goes according to plan, they're going to hit the road as early as next year. In this video, we're going to check out Tesla's first semi-truck delivery for Pepsi that's set for December. And while we're at it, we'll also take a look at how Cybertruck might become an amphibious vessel. First off, the first all-electric semi-truck is coming out this winter. Tesla CEO Elon Musk finally announced that the company would deliver the semi-trucks in the next few months. And while he made enough promises in the past, he's ready to name a customer this time. And that's none other than PepsiCo. In fact, it's just a matter of 1 month because the production's ready to start and Pepsi's gonna get its first delivery on December 1st. And as Musk mentioned on Twitter, 500-mile range and super fun to drive. Honestly, there's so much hype around this now that we're just hoping it lives up to it. If anything, it's been expected for a pretty long time. Rewind to about 5 years ago when Musk unveiled the conceptual trucks. In fact, they were supposed to hit the road in 2019, and fast forward to 2022, and we're still waiting. Well, ever since 2019, Tesla pushed back production of the semi-truck a bunch of times thanks to shortages and a decision to prioritize customer vehicles instead. But with enough production delays, it's finally here. As of now, if Tesla actually manages to get them on the road, and we're still counting on the if, they could easily change the trucking industry forever. And that's the goal anyway, right? At least for the past 5 years, it definitely is. Following up, we're counting on a lot of promises for this one. Back in August, hardly a few months ago, Musk promised us that the semi-truck was set to start shipping this year. He didn't give us an exact date, but a lot of us were counting on December anyway. As for the company's long-awaited pickup truck, the Cybertruck, it's gonna go on sale next year. Now, the semi-truck, if it lives up to Tesla's hype, which we're hoping it does, it could easily be a game changer. Look at what it's advertised to be. With a 300 and 500-mile range on a single charge, it can easily take on significant short to medium transportation duty. As for the price, this is going to cost you around $180,000. But considering that it can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds, that's a blistering time for a big rig. And don't let the price scare you, because a subsidy program could even bring the truck's price down by about $40,000 as well. Plus, even though we're still waiting for it to hit the road, a bunch of major corporations are considering the semi-truck for delivering their own goods too, and we're hinting at Doritos and Mountain Dew. Honestly, it's going to be pretty exciting to see them hitting public streets, especially considering the company's controversial autopilot driver assistance software that's going to come standard with the truck. Coming up, here's what Pepsi plans to use the semi-trucks for. As the delivery date gets closer, the company's ready to see how it could put the much-awaited trucks to good use. It turns out it's going to be using them at its Frito-Lay plant in Modesto, California, and also at the PepsiCo Beverages factory in Sacramento. Typically, the company has been trying to reduce fuel costs and emissions for a long time and had already reserved 100 of the trucks back in 2017. So about 5 years later, it makes sense that they're the first customer to try it out. Adding to that, U.S. companies have pledged to take action and reduce their impacts on the environment. And of course, that also includes PepsiCo, with all companies aiming to achieve net zero emissions by 2040. Having said that, other companies, including United Parcel Service, Walmart Canada, and even food distributor Cisco Corp, placed pre-orders for Tesla's semi-trucks. As for the status of their orders or any updates on delivery timings, none of the three companies have made any comments whatsoever. Coming back to Pepsi, neither the company nor Musk disclosed the number of semis that are going to arrive at the packaged food company, but on its website, the company's expecting about 15 of its trucks to deploy by the end of this year. On the other hand, Tesla's pretty much struggling to deliver as many electric vehicles as it produces, and that's going to hurt its share price. After all, he's also trying to close his $44 billion takeover of Twitter, and Tesla investors are concerned that he's spreading himself too thin. Not to mention, we might get to see a propeller with the Cybertruck. Just last month, in the face of a devastating hurricane, to say the least, the Tesla CEO promised that its long-awaited Cybertruck pickup might technically be an amphibious vessel. First off, it's going to be waterproof enough to briefly serve as a boat. Remember, the keyword is briefly. But within that time time frame, it can cross rivers, lakes, and even seas that aren't too choppy. So basically, the billionaire suggests that the truck could probably get from Starbase to South Padre Island, and of course, that's going to require crossing the channel. Having said that, a pickup truck with 4 wheels isn't really the ideal vessel to cross any distance on the water, or at least without any paddles, but Musk's brain is working beyond that. It seems like he's been brainstorming for quite some time, and he's back with a fresh idea: an outboard motor. That's right, folks. You'll need an electric propeller mounted on the tow hitch if you want to go faster than a few knots. On the other hand, a user replied to his tweet saying that the Cybertruck may only be able to crawl at anywhere between 3 and 10 knots, or let's just say 3.5 and 11.5 miles per hour. What's more, the Cybertruck already has a line of potential buyers since 2019. It's not hard to see why. Just take a look at its sleek polygonal features that look like something rendered in the original 1982 Tron. And with all the claims of remarkable durability and bulletproof glass, it sounds nothing less than an action figures car. Plus, piling on to that, Musk's claiming that it's gonna double as a boat, and it's got the buyers a lot more interested, or at least curious. But then again, you can't ever be sure about his claims and promises. In 2020, he tweeted that the truck would float for a while, but he didn't go as far as comparing it to an actual watercraft as he did now. And rewind to 2019, he tweeted that a special pressurized edition of the Cybertruck might just be the official truck of Mars. But he didn't stop at that. In fact, he even hinted that it would be aboard a planned Starship cargo mission to the Red Planet. Having said that, obviously that hasn't happened yet. And if we're being realistic, it probably won't ever happen anyway. We know that he's had some pretty wild ideas for the longest time. While some he managed to make a reality, others are buried as false promises with disappointed fans. So you can't ever be sure which one of these claims is going to fit into. Finally, it's definitely a fun concept to think about. As for now, it's up to Musk's imagination without any actual implementation. But one thing we know about him is that once he gets a wacky idea, he absolutely needs to make it a reality. While it may be nothing more than a vision right now, we wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a reality soon enough. In fact, according to one former employee, it's possible that Tesla's engineers didn't have any idea about the floaty requirement right until Musk tweeted it out. Besides, we've got our share of serious doubts when we're talking about the Cybertruck becoming completely waterproof. And let's not forget the company's well-documented fit and finish issues. Like, there are a bunch of issues out there that they've sorted out before making any wild claims. Now, whether it can actually double as a boat or not, the Tesla CEO should probably be more careful about what he puts out there, because let's not forget that people actually bought into the Mars Cybertruck hype. And even if he manages to somehow make it work, it's going to take a lot more time and research along with financial investments. But with the Twitter takeover, we're not sure if he can manage that right now. Plus, we're pretty sure potential buyers aren't looking forward to any more production delays either. Having said that, as it is and always has been with Musk World, we'll believe it when we see it. Well, that's a wrap for this video. How excited are you for the first delivery of the semi-trucks in December? And while we're at it, what's your take on Elon Musk's ambitious take on the Cybertruck moving through the water with a propeller? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We'll see you in the next video.